Okay, let's put in a background image with using Dreamweaver. Now remember, I'm using Dreamweaver, but the code that you're going to use is going to be exactly the same. I just wanted to kind of highlight how easy it is to use this cool CSS designer. So I have on my desktop, along with a bunch of other junk, I have a folder here, and inside of this folder I have this image that's just of the Japanese tea gardens here in San Antonio, and obviously I named it right off my camera. I just pulled something that was good and full size. So it is inside of my website. So now I have just a plain old page here, and again I put the body tag in here just to get me started. And so I'm going to be using the in the page CSS. So again, I'm in the CSS designer and I pulled it over to the side so that the properties would fly out there to the right, because otherwise stuff is a little too squishy for me. So down in here, if I am defining my CSS in the page rather than attaching it in an existing CSS, and since I already put the body tag there, that's why I'm not going to touch that. Body tag is already showing up there. So now I can go over here to the background and tell it that I want to put that picture in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and it pops open my site, which is nice. Now you can't really see that it's showing there, but I want to go ahead and tell this that I want the background to cover the whole image. Now if I had something that I wanted it to repeat over and over again, I may change the size, but I want it to cover, this particular one to cover the whole thing. I'm going to say no repeat. If I had something, for instance, say I had a little line and I wanted to create lines across my page or something like that, so I wanted it to repeat, I could say that I want it to repeat on the X and I want it to repeat on the Y. But in this particular instance, since it is just one set page, I say no repeat. I also want to tell the background attachment to be fixed so that it will stay in place. So you can see here the code that is generated. I put my URL. I say cover, no repeat, fixed. Now just so that we have something that is on top of it so you can kind of see, I'm going to go ahead and put a header in here. Okay, now my H1 isn't in here yet, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to add it. I'm just going to do the whole header. It's being very specific there for me. And since I only have one header, I don't need to, and I want to actually make a space. So let's do, I just really want to put some background color so that it's showing up there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open up this page in Firefox directly. Don't use these previews because they're not going to work all the time. I don't know what the deal is with those previews, but I find that they're kind of clunky and they don't show me what I want to see. So opening up this page, you can see here that I have a background image and I put this hello world here, and you can see that that is on the top. So that is a background image.